I'm Stacie Campbell, owner of Hair Hub, established December of 2014. I own Campbell & Associates, a full-service advertising agency for 7 years. I worked out of my home. I handled businesses from Jiffy Lube, media bot for Little Caesars, Big Dog Satellite, just to name a few. We did more local campaigns, a lot of times for the smaller business who just needed a good help, to build traffic, even the ground level of marketing, like how to design a logo, how to create a slogan. You can't just open a door and expect traffic. You have to have a plan. And what is that plan? Have you considered traffic count on the street that you're going to open up on? My strength was media buying, so I had a software system called Strata that I was able to actually buy different markets. So like where I had Jiffy Lube in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I actually bought the rating books for that market and then was able to compile the best data, was able to bring in a cost per point, buy on gross rating points, flights per week, and I did that for a long time and I loved it. The state of Idaho requires every cosmetologist to have 2,000 hours. Now I chose Paul Mitchell just because they were, obviously a well-branded and marketed name, Paul Mitchell. It's national, it's a well-known name, but the school taught me everything from hair theory, color, makeup, light esthetician stuff, but really the bulk of it was hair and a little bit of nails. So I took all of my knowledge that I gave to all my clients over what I started marketing when I was 23 years old, radio in Wilmington, North Carolina, WWQQ 101.3. And I was a spot jockey. I sold little radio packages and was #1 salesperson for almost 6 years. And that's where I started, and then opened my first advertising agency in Wilmington, Dynamic Marketing Concepts. Owned that for 3 years, and then I was lucky enough to get a sales manager job at KPVI, News Channel 6. And then from there, opened Campbell & Associates. The same theory applies to this day. Everything needs to be consistent. Your look, your logo, your business cards, your menu, your website, everything needs to be consistent. Colors, fonts. That's how you create and develop a brand. And that's what I wanted to do for Hair Hub, was take obviously my vast knowledge of marketing and apply it on a local level. Honestly, the funnest thing to do is the creativity with hair color. The balayages, the color melts, the blends, and of course we dabble into the fashion colors, but really on an affordable, upkeep, local level, your balayages, your ombres, those types of things are always really fun. But like today, I get the opportunity to do a beautiful makeover on a lady that's going to her military ball. So I'm going to do her makeup and her updo, and I mean, how fun is that, And I get to make my guests just feel so pretty. Women are so hard on themselves. I can't tell you how many times they sit there and they're like, oh, I look so old, or I'm so gray, and I don't know, I just kind of want to hug them and say, you're beautiful. Pick one thing that you like about your face, emphasize on that, and I think you have beautiful eyes. And that's what I try to bring to my guests. Let's point out the positives about you. So I think it's more than hair. I think it is more than hair. You are a counselor. Anybody can graduate from hair school, but you also have to have talent at it if you're going to be good at it. You have to be talented. Because it's, anyway, so it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge finding the right team. But now I feel like we're starting to mesh. But it's taken me 3 years to finally get a team together that I feel like I can actually now take time off and not be worried. When I first got out of school, you had an option to go into a salon or a space, if you will, and you would rent basically a chair to be in. But the governing person that owns the building has no input on your continued education, or you as an individual handles your clientele. And so even though you might go to, let's say, there's a lot of the salons downtown that are booth rental, you might go in under assuming that it's all maybe, one salon's name per se, but each person is their own individual entity. You know, you cannot tell them when to work. You can't tell them what to wear. You can't tell them if their client is unhappy. You have no say into how they handle their business inside your business. Even the products that they use, you can't tell them anything. You just collect their rent every month. And I didn't want that. I really wanted quality control. I wanted some say on the quality of work that was leaving Hair Hub, the products that we used, the hours we were open. We have gained quite a bit of clientele from women who have gone to a booth renter. They didn't even show up for their client. We have standard business hours. We have a dress code, which is orange, black, gray, white, any combination thereof. I do not require high heels or anything like that, because we're on your feet all day, so be comfortable. Jeans are fine. Expansion is what you make it. Like when I opened my business, I made sure I had the traffic count here. I'm on a frontage road, Chubbuck Road, 10,600 cars up and down this street every day. How do I drive traffic? I drive traffic through my website, through my Google map, making sure that the content is updated and relevant, and that copywriting and offers are always fresh, and I try to change it every day. Because now, if you'll look in 3 years, salons, like if you do a salon search now, #1 is up there in 3 years is Hair Hub. Now it took 6 months because I'm doing organic. I'm not doing a paid pay-per-click campaign. But if you're smart and you know how to really update your ads, keep it fresh, always change your website, create a blog on your website, do the things to keep it fresh, those Google, you know, the little behind the scenes, call them micro spiders, they'll find you. You know, I think if you're a good salesperson and you're intelligent and well-spoken, you can sell anything. And I sold myself. And it starts with yourself and the ability and not having fear. I've never been fearful because I know I have the work ethic. Without a doubt, I know I'll be successful. Come to Hair Hub and get noticed.